Version 6 of Midjourney is a few weeks away, but before we get introduced to that new generator, do you know about the super secret version 5 algorithm? Yes, there actually is a version of Midjourney that nobody uses. I'm not going to waste your time, I'll show you how to do it right now, and then after I'll show you some of the best use cases for this trick. First, you need a regular generation, and this here might be the clearest example. Close-up view of the moon. Look at these images, specifically number 3. It's pretty awful, right? These don't look good at all. The second step to get to the secret generator is to upscale one of these images. I have to be clear, it does not matter which one you choose. Just to prove a point, we'll choose number 3, possibly the ugliest one of these. Like, look at that. It's kind of hard to imagine that this comes from version 5.2. Anyways, to get to the secret algorithm, you're going to hit the Vary Region button underneath the upscale. This is also known as in-painting, if you weren't familiar. You can choose the rectangular selection tool down here. You don't need to change the prompt at all. In fact, I recommend you don't. Now, the trick is to select the entire image. And what's really interesting is that you can start outside of the picture. Like that. You're going to select the entire image, and then you're going to submit the job. Now take a look at these pictures. Look at number 3, a completely different generation of the moon. Now, why did that happen? Well, the in-painting algorithm happens to be a little different than the regular Midjourney algorithm. For all intents and purposes, it is the same thing, but it takes slightly longer to run. And that extra time spent generating can result in better performance. Here's the before, and here's the after. Now, I don't want to sell you on this trick too much. It's really not the be-all and end-all, but it is useful in some pretty specific situations. Special thanks to everyone on Patreon helping this channel out. If you want some exclusive prompts and other perks, you can check out the link in the description. Now, let me show you why this might not be able to save every single one of your pictures. Take a look at this example, a cool dog. Super simple prompt, and we get this as a generation. Like I said before, you can choose any of them to upscale. We'll go with number 1. Vary region, select the whole image, hit enter, and then we get something like these. Now, those are not that big of a difference. In fact, I don't know if you'd be able to tell that these were created using that extra step. So like I said, even though it is super secret, it's not the greatest thing in the world. However, one of the best use cases I've found for this technique comes from using complicated parameters. Stylized 200, chaos 9, and then a weird value. I'm sure most of you don't use this very often, but --w is the weird parameter. You can choose a value from 0 to 3000. This one is small, but still relatively weird, and these are the results. Sorry, the rest of the prompt is Portrait of a King, Alien Nautical Style, Unsplash. And I guess these are cool in their own right, but you'll choose one to upscale, hit Vary by Region, select the entire image, hit enter, and then we get something like these. Do you see what I mean? It's not the greatest trick in the book, but it certainly does something. These are completely different, and all it took was a little extra render time thanks to the in-painting feature. So the next time you use some complicated parameters and the results just don't look very good, don't stop there. Hit upscale, run Vary by Region, select the entire image, and you might get something you really like. I love number 2, number 4 is so cool. Number 3 is interesting as well. I'll show you a similar example. This time I used a weird value of 1200. These are definitely weird. Number 2 is a good picture, I guess, but the rest of them, I don't think you would ever be able to tell what my prompt was, and that's fine. We're still gonna upscale one of them. Again, it does not matter which one. Run the process, and then look, same parameters, same prompt, and we get these. Look how good those are. Number 2 and number 4 are stunning, in my opinion, and that's how powerful this can be. But there is one more example where I would use this technique. Take a look at this prompt. Futuristic sports car, super flat pop art, tender bold lines, split into a multi-prompt, faded with a weight of 0.5. Now the use case I'm referring to is when the generation doesn't quite match your prompt. Kind of like when you think Midjourney just isn't listening to you. And if it's not listening to you, maybe it just needs a little bit extra render time. So we choose one of the upscales, hit Vary Region, select the whole image, and then we'll get something like these. And I don't know about you, but number 3 is really pretty. I think it got the faded touch that I was looking for. You can hit the re-roll button to see some more examples. And again, I think these results were closer to what I had hoped for. So you just learned about one of Midjourney's most mysterious features. If you're interested in a workflow for another complicated feature like style tuning, you can check out this video here. I hope you're doing well, take care, and I'll see you next time. Peace.